Hey, Tom here, FlipAnythingUSA. So on my channel, I show you how I've made my fortune in real estate. I've been making money in real estate for a very long time, made tens of millions over my lifetime, and you can start making money too. This Zoom class you see above my head there, and over here is testimonials. People that have already, by their own calculations, have made a couple $100,000 a piece there. Other people that have made less but still made money. You can start with land, you can do apartment buildings, you can do houses, duplexes, industrial, commercial properties, done it with all those and more. Anyways, today, let's watch Ben Mallah. He just had this video come out. I like Ben. He's got different experience than I do, but nevertheless, he still has experience. He plays kind of the big games. And because he's in the bigger bucks, he'll get to it in a sec. Hang out. All right, so, but let's get back to Ben. So Ben's got to spend between 22 to 20 million, he says. I just watched the first part of this, but I liked what I heard, so I thought, what the heck, let's get into it. And here's Ben.
This is what we're doing. This is our life. We're out here buying real estate. You can do it too. We got to spend anywhere from 2 to 20 million in the next 6 months. Even while COVID was going on, I was still selling properties because I don't want to miss the market and the market crash, and I'm sitting here with buildings I could have made money on. Whatever, I sold them, all right? Now we got to take the money, we got to reinvest, and the clock's ticking.
You might have lost a little bit of money on some of those.
This is a triple net deal. It's on a busy street in a great neighborhood. We're going to negotiate. If he sells it to me as a 6 cap right now, that's like 13% return on my money based on today's interest rate. So I'm going to try to park this money that I have to spend somewhere safe and somewhere I feel like it's protected, okay? To me, this is like money in the bank. And it actually comes with a bank. You got dough and you got dough. What else could you ask for? Dough. Let's go find the next deal.
I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. Go to 1 1/4.
So here's the story, okay? This place here, this big, beautiful, thriving, wonderful place in this great neighborhood, it was a $24 million deal, was my answer to all my problems that I created in 2020. Why did I lose it? Because the big shots behind me were very smart people. That's why they're big shots. In retail real estate, the anchor tenant, which is a major corporation here, had a clause in their contract that they had first right of refusal. If the owner decides he wants to sell a place, he has to present them an opportunity to buy it. Well, in this case, with a contract he got from me, maybe the guy used me just to make them to perform quick, I don't know, and get on the good side.
So that's a very real deal, and I just ran into that myself. Who's got an anchor tenant? What it is the people that own the property, they have to bring forth to the people that are renting it and say, hey, listen, we got somebody who wants to buy this place. We're giving you the first option if you want to give us the same. They looked at it and they said, hey, this makes sense, and they took it. Likewise, this is something a lot of you may not know. When you see those signs on the side of the road, those big billboards, those guys like to get a first right of refusal on those things too. So when you see one of those signs, you go to buy it, dig deeper, look at that lease, because the lease that they have in place to have the rights to have that billboard usually has a clause that includes the first right of refusal from the seller. So when the seller sells it to you, they're supposed to show it, but guess what? Sometimes the sellers forget. Sometimes the sellers don't even know that it's in there. And so what can happen is if you overlook it when you go to buy it, then guess what? You may hold it for 3 years and it could go up, a couple $1 million, whatever the value of the property is, it could go up quite a bit more, and they can exercise the right to buy it from you. And you might even go to resell it for more. And guess what? They can exercise the right to buy it for what you paid for it 4 years earlier. So you always, the devil's in the details, so always watch that stuff. And I'll tell you another story sometime about same thing Ben just ran into, but let's keep watching.
Not all dreams come true. This was a dream that turned into a nightmare. What are you going to do? I'm going to get my ass out there, and I'm going to look for the next goddamn deal. Are you rolling? When you're looking for real estate, you want to follow the big shots, the guys that did their homework. Right here, this is growth, baby. This guy came in here with big balls, and he built this big stuff here, and he's got balls, and he's creating growth. When you see this kind of stuff going up, you want to get onto his shirt tail or coat tail, whatever tail he's got, and hang on and ride with him. This went from dirt now into multi-million-dollar project. Follow the money, and you'll make money.
Okay, so I'm going to add to that. Just so you know, you can get in a lot of trouble following the money like he just said. Now, I'm not disagreeing with Ben completely, but it's not quite that simple. I'll give you a case in point. A friend of mine just sold a big apartment complex during COVID, and for all I know, it might have been Grant Cardone that bought it from him. But basically, he came out there and he saw all this growth. He saw some growth like this, but he saw like Taco Bell's, and he saw, McDonald's and a lot of big fast food people that were out there. And he thought that they were serving the demand, but they weren't. Those companies, McDonald's and these others, they were actually jumping ahead of the demand. And so he came out there and bought an apartment building thinking that all this stuff was going crazy and in place, and that, he was kind of following the money, right? But once he filled up that apartment complex, or once he bought that apartment complex, he had a hell of a time filling it up. And it took much longer than he thought. He had to cut the prices quite a bit to fill it. And one of the reasons is because the money wasn't there yet. These other people kind of followed the money, right? Everybody jumped out there, threw stuff out, and, McDonald's goes out, they see Taco Bell. But really, these guys usually have great demographics, and so they can anticipate that the growth is coming, and it will be there eventually. But you don't want to be the pioneer. Like this guy might be the pioneer. I don't know where he's at even with this thing. But I can tell you, I've made a lot of money. I bought property out of town, and 15 years later, the growth was all over it. I bought a property for $200,000. I sold it for $2.8 million. So I made over $2 million. But it took me 15 years. But the fact is, I made my $1 million on it. The first day I bought it, I probably should have just flipped it then and made that $1 million 15 years earlier. But anyways, we'll keep watching there. But don't just follow the money. You gotta qualify it with the growth. So that's all I'll say to that.
If I'm tired of you telling me what the hell to do, goddammit, you're just a pull-out guy. Remember that. All right, so here we are. This is a busy location, but you got to look at what's around you, It's got a plasma place there. Ross would not let me rent in one of my places out because they didn't want plasma. I mean, this neighborhood is waiting for that injection of people who come in here with some money. We got a Walgreens next door. That's good. Come on, goddammit, teaching you Polacks about real estate. Rent-A-Center. I think it's really a furniture store, but you kind of rent it, and then you kind of end up buying it. It's the area. We got a rainbow. I don't know. We need to check. You got to go online, and you got to look up these companies, and you got to see the news, and you got to make sure they're not hurting. A lot of these places have been belly up because of the internet. Now, if Rainbow is like a discount store, it should have survived like Ross and TJ Maxx did. Am Scott, Cash and Checks, Western Union, Money Orders, it fits the neighborhood. H&R Block, I guess everybody...
Yeah, when I see rent-a-centers and money orders, I'm seeing, more like a C-grade neighborhood or like a lower middle class neighborhood where the people come and rent, cash checks and stuff like that. They're not usually they're not really the higher end areas. So, I'm not saying it's good or bad. There's good deals everywhere. It's just buying them right is what I always say. There is no bad real estate. There's just bad deals. Don't make a bad deal. But just an observation on the area he's in.
He wants to file taxes now because they get goddamn stimulus money if you file taxes. Cricket, they got a phone store here. I don't understand. Why'd you say checks cash? What is this? Loans?
I just saw a Cricket store close.
Oh shit, I'm surprised Am Scott let him get away with it, or he let Am Scott get away with it. Two places cashing checks in the same place? That don't sound too good to me. So I don't know. We got two phone stores and two check cashing places in the same location. That scares me. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not for me. I see why it's a good cap rate. We got a lot of risk here. The parking lot needs a resurfacing. The landscaping's fucked. But, nobody wants to put any love in this place because look at we got a lot of people hanging out at the bus stop. This ain't the right location for me either. I got to go somewhere where the money's at. And these people ain't got a lot of money. I'm sorry.
See, it's just like I was saying, just by the stores. It's like I said, this is a lower middle income area. And it's, you're going to get it. It's going to look rough.
Economics.
But they do have some good tenants in there. They look like some good, decent tenants in there. But like I say, not my neighborhood either anymore.
own and touch and feel and make some goddamn money, baby.
That's what I've been trying to do.
So what's the story? I mean, the rent-a-center, the object is to really get the people to eventually buy the stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's the
rent to
thing.
own.
Rent to own, rent to own.
Yeah, rent to
If you can't own it, then rent it and then own it. Makes sense.
Yeah, man, we always busy, man. Through the holidays, everything, we're always busy, man. 24 hours, man.
Let's say I ain't got a lot of money.
Go ahead.
All right, don't judge me by my car.
Okay.
My son's moving in a new house. I want to get him a living room set.
Go for it.
Can I rent it,
Yep.
my name, my credit, have it delivered to his house, and I pay the rent every month?
We have to verify everything through you, though. I wish it did work like that.
I can't walk in here with my credit.
Yeah,
and I got good credit.
You know how many sales
Judge
I
me
have?
by my car. I got good credit. What's your name?
My name's Van.
Van?
Yeah, I drive a van,
V-A-N?
too.
You drive a van?
Yeah.
You got that beard. You know, a lot of guys walk around beards. I'm growing one out.
Yeah.
You know why I'm growing a beard? Because my wife, it makes her feel like she's with somebody different. So she can cheat on me without cheating on me.
Okay, just keep growing.
So I
beard.
grow the
Just
fucking
look
beard.
different
It was
every
her idea, and I went with it. I said, fuck it, it makes sense to me. You know, except she calls me some other name at night. But, like, Jim, I think...
You know, I got to say, this is one of the best things about being a landlord. So I think Ben's got a lot more property than I got, but I got over 120,000 square foot of rentals. And, you know, it's the tenants. The tenants are awesome. I love the tenants, employees. And like this Van guy seems like a great guy. And that's probably one of the coolest things about being a landlord is get out there and you get to meet so many damn interesting people that start different business and the people that work for them. It's a lot of fun.
she calls me a different name every
I
night.
call her a different name, Sally.
I'm lucky I can hang with the 15 minutes I have to put in every night.
Oh, Lord.
So, anyway, I'm here looking at the shopping center. That's why I'm here today. You think I came here to talk to you about rental furniture?
No, I knew you wanted to.
I'm here looking at real estate. Can I have some mayo too, please? You didn't toast the bread? What kind of place is this? Look at that. You want to see a sandwich? That's a goddamn sandwich there, okay? Half a pound. Half a pound. Here, I'm working out. Oh, shit, I dropped some. God damn it. See what you...
It's funny because I see on Instagram, I think half of the stuff he shares is the menu that he eats. So, yeah, big sandwich. How many sons does he have, too? This is his son, too, I assume. Let's keep
Maybe
watching.
dude, I lifted a pound today. Here, I'm working out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'm working a whole pound out. So what you do is, you take some meat, you put it on a half a slice of bread, you fold it up. Now it's easy to eat, you know? Very good. Don't tell me there's 3 pieces of bread on there. Why would you order a sandwich with 3 pieces of bread? It's a club sandwich. You like clubbing? It was excellent. And now, guess what we're gonna do? The same thing we've been doing for 40 years after every meal. And I'm sure you all can guess what that is. Have a Newport. Because I don't know how people eat a meal and don't smoke afterwards. That is that's the one time you can't give up smoking. You can probably give up a lot of other times, but not after I eat and not after you know what. There's 2
Sounds
times a day
horrible.
you gotta have a cigarette. Well, wait, you eat 3 times a day. That's 3 cigarettes and then maybe 4. You try Ben's 4 cigarettes a day. 1 after you eat, 1 after you play. 4 cigarettes a day. Thank you. Yeah, but you gotta be 12, so that's a get up and move. It's like me, heavy, but I can still move. All right, can we go now? Figure that out. Open that up. I already paid it already. Holy shit, I gotta pay this bill. Call it and find out if this bill's been paid or not. I told this bill to be paid 2 weeks ago. Call, consult with Ben. We need that money. Times are tough right now. Matt, open the door.
Yes, sir.
Hello. I want you to hit the like button. I spilled my water. The not like button, or make a comment and subscribe. Do it all.
All right. So, anyways, you know what? He's got a lot of comic relief in there, and but Ben is the real deal. He's made a lot of money, obviously, and you know he's just having fun. But it's good advice. Everything he said, like I say, every time I hear him speak, pretty much I feel like I'd be saying the same thing. And I do say the same things. Disagree with him on the one thing about following the money. You got to be really careful about that because I've seen it. Sometimes you're just jumping ahead, and I hate to be that guy that has all those apartments right now because right now everybody's hot on houses right now from what I've seen, and that one thing I got to say has caught me by surprise is that my properties have gone way up in value. All my single family homes went up more than I anticipated. First they were iffy. Sold a few, and now I bought a few more, and I've got other deals in the works, and I'm buying. I got other stuff I'm selling. I've been buying while it was starting to be a little bit of a downturn. I'm selling some properties that I think are not going to do so well in the future, and I've gotten rid of those. Or I've got some where the money's about to go hard, meaning they've got big money down, and in a few days they're going to lose that money. So once they get to that point of no return, that they're going to lose the big deposit they put down, then I can pretty much know that they're going to go through with the deal. It's rare they're going to leave $50,000 on the table. $1.7 million is coming in behind it on this one. And so I'll be looking for something to buy with that money as well. I think there's going to be some deals ahead. I'm not predicting a big crash, but who knows? Who knows? We're going to see soon. Hey, look, if you're interested in making money in real estate, be sure to get my book. I've got a book, Wake Up and Smell the Real Estate. It's been a bestseller on Amazon and Kindle and real estate, and it's in Audible now. And the folks that have read my book got me to start a mentorship. So I've got a mentorship. It's actually going up to $1,000 a head, beginning the 15th of January. You can still get it right now for $595. You can go see my mentorship page. I'll show you where that is real quick. Guys, these are testimonials you can listen to. Guys like just like you and me. I got lucky. I learned about real estate early. 19 years old, I bought my first property, commercial property. I had no idea that I could buy a property completely owner finance, bought it by myself. I actually bought it, you could say almost with nothing down, because I had to come up with $10,000, but I got 6 months time to come up with that $10,000. And I had access to the property, meaning I got to stay in the property, live in it, and rent it for my business for 6 months, rent-free. And that's what gave me that initial down payment. And that's what you're going to learn from me. This is a Zoom meeting. I do a Zoom meeting. I personally do a Zoom meeting with everybody that's in the class. Some are couples that go in as well. Get the book, and if you feel like you got a passion for real estate after you get the book, take the mentorship. It's a no-brainer. What you'll learn in the book will more than pay for the course, and what you learn in the course will probably set you up forever. Your life can change that much. You actually can really make that kind of money in a very short term. Eric right here, he's bought himself a trailer park and 34 acres of land that he thinks is going to make a couple $100,000 on that. Liam, he's a carpenter like me. He's already he's already bought and fixed and flipped a property, and I think he said he made over 150 on that. Plus he bought some others. Ron here, he was like a machine from the very beginning. He was. And I tell people, look, the best part about real estate, there is no rules. You kind of make your own rules. You can make a contract that sounds crazy to somebody else. You can put things together to make things happen. Because believe me, a seller wants to sell and a buyer wants to buy. And you get two people together that want to make it happen. They'll make it happen, and they'll get creative if they need to. And some areas are great for flipping and making chunks of cash. Others ones are better areas suited for just getting in and buying up assets that have a high return, high cap rate, that don't cost much to get in. That's kind of where Ron's in. He kind of landed in a little place like that. And but the bottom line is you can make money absolutely anywhere. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment. Whether something you like, whether you don't like it or like it, whatever. Just say what's on your mind, and I'm happy to answer questions any way I can. Thanks for watching.